Jamahal Hill's taking on Khalil Rountree this weekend. And just like last weekend's main event, I think a lot of people are getting this fight wrong. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the dog here. I'm going to tell you why that is and why I think Jamahal Hill actually has the ability and the likelihood to win this fight. I'm going to go into the X's and O's of the main event, and then I'm going to go into the co-main, featured, all that good stuff, early prelims, kind of buzz through those. But I'm really going to put a lot of focus into this main event. And I think you'll see after this video, you'll see why I am picking Jamahal Hill to win this fight. So if you just do the eye test on these guys, Jamahal Hill looks like a tub of lard. Khalil Rountree looks like a bodybuilder. But as we know, physiques aren't the most important thing in fighting. If that was the case, Michael Chandler would be the world champion. So why do I think Jamahal Hill is going to win? Well, first, I think we got to look at the level of competition they've gone against and how they've performed against it. Jamahal Hill has wins over some killers. Johnny Walker. Alright, maybe not Johnny. Glover Teixeira dominated him for 5 rounds. Thiago Santos, that went late into the 4th, 5th round, I think. Jimmy Crew, OSP. Jamahal has fought some good guys, and while a lot of them were washed, they're still top level. And then you look at someone like Khalil Rountree. Gets a robbery win over Dustin. Khalil Rountree gets a robbery win over Dustin Jacoby, who just got tuned up by Reyes. Whatever. He got a win over Anthony Smith. Come on. This guy lost to Johnny Walker and Ian Cutelaba. His claim to fame, first of all, his best win's Anthony Smith. We already went over that. Second of all, his claim to fame is getting beat up against Alex Pereira and lasting and winning a round 1 against which realistically was a hyperactive Alex Pereira. He went into that fight with tons of injuries, and he was literally sick during the fight. And he was older. He was declining. He did not beat 100% version. No, I don't know why I said beat. He did not win a round off a 100% Alex Pereira like the Pereira that Jamahal Hill fought. And his cardio is not that good either. This is the 5-round fight. You got to remember that. Jamahal Hill's gone 5 rounds hard. High output. Khalil has not. Jamal's a former champion. This guy has some weird, Satanist tattoos. I don't know what kind of business he was dabbling in back in the day. And he's sensitive. I watched the Jackson podcast with him. Dude, take a joke. I don't know. He was getting all up in arms about every joke to me. Calm down, dude. But anyways, Jamahal Hill. Look, a lot of people don't like him because he coped after the Alex fight. I don't think a lot of people realize that to fight at this level, you need to have some cope. Like Sean O'Malley losing to Marab, he had some cope and some reason for why he lost. His hip was out of whack. The lights, which that was a crazy one, but he had to cope in order to keep his mentality there. If he doesn't think he's the best or have a logical reason to think so, then he has no confidence. Jamahal Hill is doing the same thing. Jamahal Hill also won a round off Yuri Prochazka. That's impressive. That is very impressive. And while he didn't look the best in that fight and got knocked out, Yuri Prochazka's only loss in the UFC is to Alex Pereira. Yuri's no slouch. Just because he got knocked out by Pereira, the best striker, or one of the best strikers in UFC history, doesn't mean he's a slouch. The beating that Khalil Rountree took against Pereira is the type of beating that Bruno Silva took, where he might have not got flatlined, but he took so much damage that in his next couple fights, I think his chin's going to be diminished. Whereas Jamahal Hill just got knocked clean out. Same with Yuri. He didn't take too much damage, but he just got done dirty, He just got hit with a couple clean ones that put him down. It is what it is. He got dropped in the first round, I think, and then that 3rd round was the finisher. The 2nd round, he won. So Jamahal Hill has gotten knocked out, but he hasn't been taking high amounts of damage like Khalil Rountree. And Khalil Rountree's already chinny. Again, he got knocked out by Johnny Walker with an elbow. I know people don't like Khalil, and that's probably why he's the underdog. They don't want to see him win. They want Khalil to continue his comeback story. But this isn't a Disney movie. There's no script writing. Not every story has a good ending. And I think Jamahal Hill is going to come back here and get a victory. I think he's going to be so hungry, more so than Khalil, because Jamahal just got done dirty by getting knocked out. Khalil got praised for going to war with Alex. He pretty much just feels like he's coming off a win. He's more popular than ever. Everyone loves him. Jamahal Hill's back is against the wall. He just got knocked out twice. He needs something big here. Khalil Rountree, everyone loves him. His stock's high. He doesn't care if he wins or loses. I mean, he does, but not as much as Jamahal Hill. I don't care. The stakes are way higher for Jamahal. It's do or die for him. Straight up, it's do or die for him. Khalil Rountree, again, his stock's at all-time high. He could afford a loss here, and I think he's going to take one. Again, he's chinny. His cardio's not as good. Yes, he makes big grunts when he throws his punches and has those oblique kicks, but who's he oblique kicking? Freaking some can from Eagle FC. This isn't a can. This is a former champ. Again, his physique, you'd think he's a can. His footwork, again, you'd think he's a can, but his power is insane, and he has good kicks. Despite having worse tattoos and a worse physique, I think I'm going with Jamahal Hill. I think he should use the 50K bonus he gets from a knockout to get tattoo removal on those thumbs up on his chest. That'd be a great investment of the money. But I'd love to know what you guys think, because I really think Jamahal Hill's going to upset a lot of people here. Khalil's just like Buckley. He's getting way hyped up for performances that really aren't that good. If you really look into the X's and O's and really look at his performances, they haven't been that impressive. Jamal's have. So I'm going with Jamahal Hill. Rafael Fiziev versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Now the stats are not here, but I'd imagine Bahamondes is the favorite. And I'm going to go with a dog again here. I'm going Fiziev. Again, Fiziev has only lost to the elite fighters in the UFC. He lost his UFC debut. Whatever. A lot of people lose their debut. Murad lost his first two. But other than that, his losses were 2 losses to Justin Gaethje and a doctor stoppage versus Mateusz Gamrot. This is going to be a striking matchup. It's 3 rounds, so you don't got to worry about Fiziev's cardio all too much. Also, Fiziev has pretty good defensive grappling. We even saw him take down Gaethje, hold him there. And Gaethje has good takedown defense. He has terrible BJJ, but his takedown defense is solid. Fiziev took him down pretty easy. And then you got Bahamondes, who is primarily a rangy striker, but this is like the MVP Shar fight. Everyone was thinking Shar would win for whatever reason because he's taller, longer. I'm telling you what, no one is beating Rafael Fiziev in a straight-up striking match unless you're a good pocket boxer. But if you're going to play at the kicking range and the kicking game, especially with this long torso that Ignacio has, that Rafael's going to take advantage of with his kicks and his knees and his Muay Thai, some of the best Muay Thai in the UFC, Fiziev is going to eat him alive. Like, I truly think Fiziev will destroy him. Well, I may be gassing it a little too much, but this is a easy fight to call in my opinion. Like, no one beats Fiziev at that long, rangy striking game. Again, Fiziev's back is also against the wall. People are talking about his losses to Gaethje like he's losing to freaking Ludovic Klein. No, Justin Gaethje's an elite fighter. Some people are ragging on him because he wants a title shot, so they're saying he's trash, whatever. Justin Gaethje is elite. He fought for a title twice. He was an interim champion. He has some of the best striking in MMA. Not the most technical, but some of the best. No one beats him in a slugfest like the one he had with Fiziev and the high intensity, high pace that he puts on. Ignacio Bahamondes does not put on that pace. Ignacio Bahamondes does not have that pocket boxing. They're going to be at kicking range, and I don't see him beating Fiziev unless he catches him. But I'm not relying on the chance that he catches him and picking him off that. I'm going to rely on the statistics and the styles. I'm saying Fiziev pieces him up and wins this fight probably by a decision or a late TKO. Curtis Blaydes versus Rizvan Kuniev. Look, a lot of people are ragging on Rizvan because he's getting a huge step up. He popped for roids not too long ago, fought in Eagle FC, I think. Dude, Rizvan Kuniev has very good grappling, first of all. So that takes away the grappling advantage of Blaydes. So now it's going to stand-up fight. And if we know one thing about Blaydes, it's that he's chinny. Very chinny, coming off another knockout loss. Kuniev Like, Blaydes' grappling is even overrated. Look at how Almeida did him. Almeida was ragged on him, like a takedown every 10 seconds. So I don't think his wrestling is going to be a problem to Rizvan. And if it's on the feet, to be honest, Curtis Blaydes is not... His striking is not the best. He has 6 wins by knockout, multiple submission wins, multiple decision wins, and his 2 losses are by decision, which Blaydes could very well hold him down. But I think Rizvan's going to have the better BJJ. I think he has more power on the feet. Blaydes probably has the better technical striking, but if Blaydes gets hit once, he's done for. I mean, his chin's getting worse and worse. There's no way it's got any better from the Tom Aspinall fight. I think Rizvan, as much as it sucks and as much as I want to see Blaydes win, I think Rizvan's going to get it done. Maitabek Orabai versus Tofik Musayev. This Tofik guy is a debutant. You can obviously tell that from the black thing, shadow figure, whatever you want to call it. But apparently he's pretty hyped up. I'm not buying into the hype. I'm going Maitabek Orabai. Maitabek's just, his grappling's too good. And Tofik guy has good striking, but Maitabek's going to just out-grapple him. Nazim Sadikov, he's a more active striker. He has better grappling. Put those two together, he wins this fight easy. I'd say he's probably a lock against Nicholas Malta. Not much more depth I need to go into other than he has better striking, better grappling. Nazim Sadikov, easy win. Bogdan Grad versus Muhammad Naimov. I'm actually going to go with the underdog here. I'm going to go with Bogdan Grad. He has very good takedown defense. I'm pretty sure it's 100. He has better takedown accuracy. He lands more strikes per minute than Muhammad Naimov. He does get a hit a little bit more, but who's Muhammad Naimov putting out? He only has one knockdown in the UFC against Jamie Malarkey. Bro, I think Augusta Win could knock down Jamie Malarkey, so I think Bogdan Grad here is the simple, easy pick. Solid dog pick, too. Oban Elliott versus Seung Hyun Ko. Look, Oban Elliott has great grappling, and he's getting some good power, too. I think last time he fought was 309 on the John Jones card. I got to see his knockout in person. That was crazy. And he went like this after, I don't know. He did some crap like that. I don't know if it's from Wales or whatever. But Oban Elliott's going to sleep this fool. He's going to send him back to the Dana White Contender Series. Simple as. We got Ismail Nuradiyev versus the Iron Turtle. I'm going with the Iron Ninja Turtle, Jung Young Park. I'm going to go Jung Young Park. He's a very good fighter. He's 34. The other guy's 28. So I'd say Jung Young Park's closer to his prime. And he's just got some real good grappling and submissions. So Jung Young Park should be able to control the fight here. Probably take it to a decision. Melissa Mullins beat two chicks on this card. The two chicks fighting each other. I think it's the one before this. But anyways, she's pretty good. WMA. Doesn't always work out. The math doesn't. Whatever. I'm going Melissa Mullins. Dang, Claudia. I think Claudia's like trash though. Like real bad. And like two of her ones are BKFC or something. So look, Claudia, I'm sorry, but bro, come on. Like, Irina looks like she beat me, dude. She's a scary looking gal. I'm going with Irina. Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azmat Moxcam. Look, Tagir is Khabib's cousin. He's a flyweight. He's huge for the He is huge for the division. This is Azat's. He's new to the UFC. Was just like. He couldn't have had more than like 2 or 3 fights, I don't think. Double check that. No, that's right. Yeah, he's coming off a loss to Charles Johnson. But yeah, Tagir Ulanbekov is just going to hold him down and get a 3-round decision win. Hamdi Abdelwahabi versus Muhammad Usman. Somehow the guy on the left is the one that popped for steroids, not the guy on the right. Usman's like stinking it up lately after his win of the Ultimate Fighter. He came into the UFC, got a couple wins, but then he started losing some. He slowed down a lot. He's got some gyno, it looks like, so he's probably on gear too. Usman's also likely on gear. But Hamdi Abdelwahabi is... I just don't get how this dude was on roids. If I was on roids and I looked like that, I'd be pretty upset. And I guess there's some that don't necessarily build muscle, like some EPO, but all I'm saying is if I took roids, I want the roids that make me huge. But Hamdi Abdelwahabi got the better grappling. He has the better striking. Probably not as much power. But I'm going to rely on the X's and O's rather than the KO chance. So I'm going to go with Hamdi Abdelwahabi by probably decision. Those are my picks for UFC Fight Night Hill vs. Rountree. If you agree, disagree with any of them, please let me know in the comments. I'll respond to all of them as I always do. And thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.